Dealing with spider mites requires precision. You can combat them by introducing their natural enemy directly into the crop environment. This specific biological control agent is a predatory midge known as Feltiella acarisuga. It is delivered in a product called FeltiellaForce, packaged in a small cylindrical tub containing 250 unhatched pupae. You can deploy these predators across a wide variety of growing environments. They are highly effective in soft fruit and vegetable crops, ornamentals, hemp, cannabis facilities, and tree nurseries. Regardless of what crop you are managing, the physical release methodology is exactly the same. By relying on the innate biological drives of the midges to track and consume pests, you significantly reduce the manual labor and repeated applications required by traditional chemical management. The process begins during your routine canopy inspections. As you walk the rows, you are looking for early warning signs of pest activity. The trigger for deploying your midges is highly specific. You must initiate the release at the very first visual detection of spider mites. You will typically spot this early-stage infestation by checking the underside of the crop leaves for small webbing or localized stippling damage from feeding mites. It is critical that you do not release the midges preventatively. If you deploy them before any spider mites are actually present in the crop, the deployment will fail. This line graph compares a flatlining zero spider mite population alongside a midge population over time. Without an existing spider mite food source upon hatching, the midge colony starves and rapidly crashes. Perfect deployment timing is not a scheduled calendar date. It is the exact intersection of pest detection and biological readiness. Once you have identified an active spider mite site, it is time to physically place the product container within the crop. Start by carefully removing the top lid of the container. This exposes the 250 unhatched pupae to the surrounding air. Place the open container immediately adjacent to the plants with the heaviest spider mite concentrations. The environment where you place the container matters just as much as the proximity. You must find a heavily shaded microclimate. Direct exposure to ultraviolet radiation and excess heat from the sun or grow lights will quickly bake the container and destroy the pupae before they can emerge. To prevent this, slide the container directly beneath the dense foliage of the plant. Use the overhanging canopy structure as a natural protective roof. This top-down schematic illustrates the effective dispersal radius extending from the container. Placed correctly, this flight zone overlaps with spider mite infestation zones. If placed outside this radius, target zones fall out of range. Emerging midges waste critical energy searching for food, delaying their response. Correct placement requires you to engineer a temporary survival shelter. Guaranteeing shade and immediate access to prey ensures the maximum possible hatch rate. After you place the open container in the shade near the infestation, step away and leave the tub entirely undisturbed. Do not shake the container, do not pour out the pupa or spread contents across the leaves. The pupa are in a fragile biological state. Any physical manipulation damages their structure and ruins their ability to hatch. Left completely alone without interference, the newly hatched adult midges will naturally emerge from the container and take flight. Once airborne, they use their autonomous tracking behaviors to independently locate and disperse throughout the spider mite populations hiding in the canopy. The efficacy of this protocol relies entirely on those evolutionary hunting instincts. Once the container is placed, you must commit to zero human micromanagement. Let's review the finalized deployment. The lid is off, the container rests in deep shade, and it sits immediately adjacent to the active infestation. With the midges successfully emerging and hunting, you have established an active, self-sustaining biological defense network directly within your greenhouse or field. Over the course of the growing cycle, maintaining this natural predator-prey balance minimizes the recurring labor costs and downtime associated with repeated chemical spraying. By adhering to these specific environmental and timing parameters, you have successfully implemented an advanced biological approach to integrated pest management. To learn more about this protocol and explore our full line of comprehensive crop protection solutions, visit greenmethods.com.